Today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Justin Madubuike. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 61 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 75 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Darnold's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Showtime today, baby.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And they'll run again.
Ooh,
and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Darnold on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Taken in at the 3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
It got his man. action on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On play action, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold running the option to the right side. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now for Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 5 plays there on that drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this.
He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Carolina. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Darnold. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them. Carolina
getting set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Open man is McMath. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Racey McMath, 75 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with a visiting. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down. When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Quarterback.
Work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't. Fights through, and now a crease. Flashes another juke. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run here with Akers. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Powering forward, pushes him aside at the 10. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll go again here with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Play action, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. That's Edwards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
That's it, baby.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been powering running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. Back now in Jacksonville. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's caught by McMath. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Darnold on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, Darnold. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown, Jaguars! Mike Gesicki with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Taken in at the 3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because Victor...
There he goes right side. He's at the 30. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On play action, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley.
Oh!
Still going. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
80 weapons.
Now Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win